everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. And today's video is all about the Amazon SQL interview question. So in this we are going to discuss the real-time question which has been asked into the Amazon interview. So if you look into the question over here, like it has been given the session log. There is a table in which there is a session log, and we have to calculate the active session. Like if any user have logged in to the particular system, right, how much time it has spent while active into the session. So we have the create table statement and insert a statement. So let's first create the table and we will visualize the question little bit more. So first let's take the create a statement and this. So I'll just use the uh, database in which like I could create all the tables and these all things. So for the create table statement, right, it's already given the create table statement. I will attach with the question so you can find over there. So it's a create table statement. I have created table with the name of cost tracking. Okay. And we have an insert a statement. So let's insert as well, data as well. So we could let's do till and then we'll just enter. So we have inserted 10 rows. Now like select the table. So we have this table, right? And in this table we can see we have a customer ID, state and timestamp. So let's go back to the question. If you'll see over here question, like note the session start when a state is 1. So if you look over here, suppose a customer ID, customer 101, some customer name, suppose he have logged in, like logged in state 1 means session has been started. He have logged in at 8 and then he has been logged out, like 0 is stating the end of the session. So he have end his session on 10:30. So how many hours he have spent total, how many hours he have spent on the system. Suppose similarly he have again logged in on 14 and logged out on 15. So we have to give the combined result. Similarly for the 102, 103. So like if you look over here by like visualizing the simple data, we can see it's a less number of records, so we can visualize 101 customer 101 have two times session, 102 have only one time session, 103 have two time sessions. So how we can solve this question? Okay, so what we have to find, we have to find the total time spent there. So time stamp, right, session logs on particular, calculate how many hours, right? So how we will like tackle this question? So let's first what we will do, we will select the cust ID, right? And let's put from, then we will put customer ID, then a state, state, state. After that time stamp, right? Time stamp, time stamp. And then what we will use, we will use a lead function. So lead function, what it used to do, it used to give us the counter value. Suppose like if you'll do in lead, what it used to give, if I will give the partition on customer ID 1, right, it will first find the counter value. Like for this one, then another value is 0. So for that what we will give, we will take the state. Okay, I want to find the lead value of a state, and we will give the over, and in over we will give the partition by, I want to partition, Uh, I want to partition it on top of the customer ID because I want to find for each and every customer. So I'll give the cust ID, and I have to give the order by, right? I have to sort the records. So I will sort it on the basis of timestamp because that's the order of sorting I'll follow. And I'll give this as a end time. What I'll give, and as end state. Okay. After that, what I have to find? I have to find similarly lead position for the timestamp, right? How we have find this for the state. Similarly, I have to find the start time and end time, like start a state and end a state. So similarly, I'll find for the timestamp as well, and I'll just query and I'll show you how we have like how we have kept the data or how we have. So if you look over here, right, for customer ID 1, state is 1 and a state is 0. And similarly for 0 and 1, right? So its second record is not getting valid. We have two sessions. So we will just keep the record 1 and 1. So I'll show you so how we can do that with session detail as we will keep this and we will select a star from, let's remove this and keep this session detail and we'll put the where condition, right? So what we will do state, right, over here is equals to 1 and because 1 will define the start, right, and a state is equals to uh, 0. So what it will define the state and so let's do this thing and we can visualize more. So and the state was multiple times before the session. Okay, so okay, sorry. So and a state note, it will have the end time, right? End time. So let's run this. Now we can see. So we can see, right, for 10 customer 101 first session which has been started at 1 like 8 a.m. or 8 o'clock and it has been end at 10:30, right? Then for the second session of the customer 101 has started one uh, 14 like 14 o'clock and it has been ended on 15. So let's do one thing, we check the result of this as well. So see, if you look over here, first session of the customer ID, right? 101. It has been started at ended at 10:30. Second session has been started at 14, ended as 15:45. So that way we have find. And if you look into complete without filter over here, right? Without the filter record, just see what it's giving the lead value like lead of the another value like it's giving up one after another. So and what is giving first, then their lead value is 0, for the 0 lead value is 1, and for the 1 lead value is 0. But what we need like it's completely defined over here, right? If the state is 1 then it's a started and a state is 0 then it's ended. So what we are doing, we are filtering, basically filtering out over here, like this session has been started at 1, like those session has been started and ended. So we are just finding over here that now what we have did, we have find the uh, start and end of the session, as well as we have find the timestamp like on which time it has been started and on which time it has been ended, right? So next thing, next task over here, right, of our is what to calculate. What to calculate? I have to calculate the total session time. So for that, what we'll do, I'll do the sum, right? And what we will do, we will use a function date diff. There is a function called date diff, and with the help of these functions, what I'll find the hour, or like I'll find the minute. Okay, so in this, what we have to give, we have to give the time stamp, and let's give the start and end time. Okay. So let's give that end time and in this we'll just use customer ID because on top of the customer ID we want to find the result. So let's put the customer ID over here and so what we will get the this differentiation over here on minute is not so minute, yeah, we'll put minute. Okay, so time stamp end time. and we'll give this as uh, time difference. Okay, time diff, and from, so we have to give the group by over here, group by cust id. So let's use the group by, and now let's check. So we can see, right, we have got the differences in order of minute. Like for the customer ID session one, we have the 255 minutes session timing. So what we will do, we will divide it, right? We will divide this difference with the 60. So let's do that thing and let's check what we are getting. So we can see, right, for customer one, the average time spent for the each session 4.25 hours. For the customer 102, average time spent is 2.75, and for customer 103, average time spent for the 5.500. So I hope like you have got this. If you have not got, let me know. Like I will. Or if you have any approach, right, other approach than this, let me know. We can try that approach as well. I hope like you got something, and